I am your host, Brittany, and I'm still here with the lovely Charmaine, Don, and Kedra. And I just want to welcome you back to the show and let you know if you have any questions or comments for us, please don't hesitate to give us a call, 347-945-7597. Again, that's 347-945-7597. Press 1 to let us know that there is a caller in queue, and we will be right with you. I am so excited right now to have this next guest on. I have been a fan of his for so long. He is not only a brilliant musician, but he is an amazing performer. If you have never seen this man perform live, you are doing yourself a great disservice. I saw him a couple of years ago at my alma mater, Albany State, and I have been a fan ever since. And not only is he an amazing musician, a talented performer, but he is also giving back to his community with the Kent Ford Foundation that I am so pleased with, because it is doing something that no other foundation is doing right now. And I don't want to give it all away, so I'm not going to tell you about it. I want him to tell you about it. So without further ado, please, I'm every woman, welcome the King of Strings, Mr. Ken Ford. Ken Ford, are you there?
I am here. What's going on, Brittany?
Oh, Ken, it's so good to hear from you.
Thank you for that lovely intro. Wow. 2 years ago, it's time for you to get updated, Brittany. Come on now.
Oh, no, Ken, I've seen you recently. You came to my church, too. You performed at St. Paul's Homecoming. You remember that?
Oh, okay. I was about to say, okay, you need to see an updated show.
Oh, no, sir. I've been following you. Trust me.
That's a good thing. All right, cool.
All right. So I have to say, you don't see a guy playing the violin every day, especially not an African-American guy.
There's not that many of us. And as a matter of fact, what's funny, a lot of us know each other that's actually doing it professionally and actually, traveling and playing on that level. Yes. There's not that many of us. We're there. We're out there.
You're rare. You are rare. You're a rare brother. I gotta tell you that. So,
thank you.
I gotta ask though.
Thank my parents.
Oh, we will. Trust me, we all are. Like, everybody that I know is a fan. There have been at least 3 people tonight that have told me to tell you, hey. So.
Hey. Who was it?
I don't even know if you would know, but trust me, like, you have some fans out here that definitely appreciate what your parents did, because you're a rare one.
That's cool.
So I have to know, how did you get started with the violin?
Right, I know, right? So what had happened was I was in the fourth. Back in the day, and we'll talk about my foundation later, and this is one of the reasons I created my foundation. But back in the day, we used to have music education in the schools. In other words, in the 4th grade, you had to play an instrument. It wasn't you had a choice on what you wanted to play, but you had to play something, whether it was tambourine, horn, or something. So basically what the teacher did in our class, she passed out pictures of instruments, the string instruments as well as the woodwinds, the brass, and we had to just circle what we wanted to play. And the first thing that actually caught my eye was the upright bass, the acoustic upright bass. And I circled that big old thing, and right, I know, right? And then I thought about it a little longer. Right at the last minute before she took up the sheets, I said, I can't play that big old thing. I'm this little small guy, and this thing is huge. And we didn't have the minivan, I'm like, now how am I gonna get around with this? And guess what? I circled the smaller version of that instrument of what it looked like, and that happened to be the violin. That's literally how it ended up in my hands. Out of convenience.
Wow.
I was like, I want something small. I can, and I'm so glad that I chose that, because I can take that on a plane now, overhead. Now imagine if I had the upright bass like Esperanza. That means the bass got to be sitting there, got to be shipped, and there's so many things that can go wrong. But the violin, It was convenient, and that's how it ended up in my hands. Now, as far as keeping it in my hands, that's where my parents came in. It's like, okay, so you chose the right. So you chose the violin. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you gonna practice, nerd. So my dad used to trick me into practicing by saying, "Son, come to my room and play me to sleep." He would do that every night, and I would go in there, and I would try my best and play Mary Had a Little Lamb or Twinkle Twinkle, be squeaking, the whole thing, and he would act like he was going to sleep. He would do this every, right. He would close his eyes and act like he was, and I thought what that made me feel was like I accomplished something, right? I accomplished something by playing him. He did this every night until I got better and better. That was his trick of getting me to practice. And so parents got to be creative, got to be clever. You can't, slow you down. Do this. No, you can't go outside until you finish this. Then children become rebellious. So you got to come up with creative ways and make them feel like they're putting a show on for you. And I kept that concept with my foundation. And my youth orchestra is thebomb.com. When I tell you they are incredible because I'm showing them how to do something besides sit behind a sheet music and a music stand with a tux on and play some classical music. Nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. But they love to do what they're doing now, and that's kind of like doing what Ken Ford do. So my foundation is keeping music education in the schools, and if they can't keep it in the schools, I created where they can come to me, the kids that play these instruments come to me and get the same kind of training. So that's what I'm doing in a nutshell. It's a little bit more to it. We do instrument donations. We do concerts, which is coming up. We'll talk about that whenever you like, and just all kinds of stuff, Brittany.
I love it. I think my co-host, Stephanie, you have a question. Stephanie?
Yeah, I do. I love your energy, and I have to tell you, just for the young boys out there who probably, did the violin help you get ladies? Or does it help you now?
Oh, my God, yes. It helped me get ladies from the beginning to now. It never stopped. As a matter of fact, I remember when, I was a single cat, had my own little apartment. I thought I had it going on. I had a little 9-to-5 job. I had a decent job or whatever. And, I would ask a friend over or whatever. We'd go out on a date or whatever. We'd come back, look at a movie or whatever. And they really didn't know that I played the violin because I wasn't the Ken Ford King of Strings that I am now, of course. Had no clue. So it might be a birthday or something. Let me tell you, boy, I cooked my only one meal I knew, which was spaghetti. And my mama taught me how to cook, right? And, I had my little Kool-Aid, the red kind, some Kool-Aid. And then while she eating, I come out and start playing my violin, playing Happy Birthday. Oh, my God, that was it. This is done deal.
Oh, no, you didn't.
and here you go. No, I didn't go there. Run.
That is awesome. So young guys.
Stephanie, then I ask you a question. Is that for the boys? That's for the guys. Let me tell you, guys. Ain't nothing. If you wanna let you learn how to play the flute, violin, piano, something to be good at it. Be good at it. In other words, practice. I'm not saying you can just pick up an instrument and the world is yours. No, it takes some hard work. And, man, I used to practice. I still practice. I'm talking I used to. To this day, every day, I'm playing my violin. I just got through rehearsing my youth orchestra for the concert that's coming up. But it's going to be incredible, Brittany. It's going to be incredible, Stephanie. Yes.
All right, Ken, I think we have a caller, an admirer that is calling in for you.
All right, let's get that caller.
All right, caller 225, you're on the air. What's your name and where you're calling from? 225, you're on the air. Okay, I guess not. Let's keep going. We need to hear about the topic coming up.
They chicken out. That was probably that same girl that ate my spaghetti.
Hey, somebody just found out that they weren't the only one. They thought that you did that just for them.
You are not right for that. You wrong for saying that. No,
I'm just saying, you put it out there. You put it out there.
No, look at you. That's funny.
Okay, so I got to ask you another question about your foundation real quick. Now, I know that you're a product of DeKalb County. Now, is this foundation just for DeKalb County students, or are you taking this all over?
Oh, no, all over. As a matter of fact, my students are from all parts of Georgia. Oh, my goodness. I mean, Cobb County, Clayton, DeKalb, Gwinnett. It's so many schools involved. And that's the one thing I didn't want to do is just limit myself to one county or one city, or how most foundations, I'm going to just deal with inner city youth. No, I deal with inner city, outer city. I deal with everybody that whoever's got a talent or even don't have a talent and want to learn how to, play violin or cello or bass. You know, there's a place for every level that's out there, because I have different stages. You know, I have my beginner teachers in place. I have my advanced teachers in place. And then, of course, I come in and teach myself. And there's kids from all over the place, not just one county.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Because I know this foundation is definitely near and dear to my heart, being a musician myself, you know, and it's funny because...
Okay, what you play?
The piano. I'm
classically trained
pianist. I never told you. Well, I mean, you all already know I'm a professional karaoke singer, but, you know, on top of that...
Oh, yeah.
My real talent is a classically trained pianist, so, you know, I do actually have a musical ear, but it pains me to see
you could be writing some songs.
I should be, shouldn't I? You know, I'd be so much richer. But I definitely want to get into your Unity concert because I know that it's benefiting the foundation. So tell us, what can we expect from the Unity concert coming up?
Yes, well, first of all, the Unity concert, the concert and the concept came from Jay Fly. Jay Fly is, it's funny, he is my musical director in my band, you know, that tours all around the world. We do shows here and there, jazz festival. And he, as well, have a foundation called How Big Is Your Dream? And he deals with the youth on a different level from band instruments and drums and stuff like that. And he keeps the music education in the schools as well, and shows how the youth can come together with professionals. And that's what the Unity concert is all about. We got our youth, our talented youth, coming together with professionals. When I say professionals, me, Jay Fly, I'm talking about people like Trina Broussard, and we have another surprise guest celebrity that I can't even say, but I know, we can't even reveal it. And just think, I'll give you a clue. Just think about this. Him and I play with everybody. When I say everybody, we play from people from New Edition. We play with jazz artists like Alice Bouillon. We play with Naziz. We play with a lot of jazz musicians and R&B musicians. So we become friends with these guys. And when you're doing something good for the community and for the youth and for the children, they support you, and they will come out. And we got one of our artists, one of our friends, to come out, very popular, and we just can't say who it is. We can't announce them because, you know, contractual stuff. You know, they do shows in Atlanta. You know how that works, and they can't be within the 50-mile radius, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so the show is going to be, I cannot tell you how exciting I am about the show and how incredible it's going to be, because you have youth. And I'm not just talking about any kids. I'm talking about some kids that's super talented, that's actually jamming. You know how sometimes you go to see some kids, you know, it's like, oh, they were great, you clap anyway because they're kids.
Right.
But, you know, in your mind, they were okay, they were all right, but you don't clap because you want to encourage the children. But these kids, you'll be clapping, you'll be giving them standing ovation, you'll be like, wow. When you leave the room, you'll be like, wow, I can't believe that was an 8-year-old that was playing like that. So we train our kids how to be professional, and not just in the performance. We have kids running the background. We have them running the stage production. We show them how to be leaders. We even have a teen gala that's going on at the same time as the concert that's right next door in the same building that just the teenagers organize. So you got to give them responsibility and respect, and you'll be surprised at what these young people are so much capable of. It's amazing, especially with the new technology. They know what to do. You know, they know how to create a paparazzi. I'm like, y'all better go ahead there. So it's gonna right. The whole concept and concert is going to be incredible. So looking forward to that on March 23rd. You definitely got to come out to the Port of Sanford Performing Arts Center. And do you want me to go into where they can get more information?
Yes, I do, definitely, because I want our listeners to know how they can get tickets to this.
Okay. It's several ways. I'm going to give you all the websites that's involved. The main two is, of course, the How Big Is Your Dream Foundation and the Ken Ford Foundation. So the How Big Is Your Dream Foundation website is exactly that, www.howbigisyourdream.org. And the Ken Ford Foundation is just what it sounds like, www.thekenfordfoundation.org. thekenfordfoundation.org. Y'all gonna make me laugh. thekenfordfoundation.org. I'm trying to be as clear as possible so everybody can understand me. So did y'all understand that?
Yes, and I'm definitely going to write it down for our listeners and on our Facebook pages and everything, because this is definitely a good cause, and we're definitely trying to get music education back in the schools, because I don't think people realize, you know, the effect that it has, and, you know, just the domino effect that it can give a child.
Let me tell you about music. Music in itself it helps with your academics, to be honest with you. It's what it does. It's a right-left side. It's a right side, left side brain type of thing. You know, they always say your right side is your creative side and your left side. Well, when you're young and when you're introduced to music at an early age, I know it helped my grades because it teaches you how to be in groups. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you a lot of things that you don't realize that you're being taught while you're doing it, and it's a let out. It's a good way to relax. People like to listen to music. I mean, where would we be if we didn't have music? First of all, but music education is a part of that. And I don't mean just learning how to track beats for a hip-hop song. And that's cool, too, because part of that is in, in some organizations where they teach you how to do things like that. Well, we teach you real instruments. We teach you piano. We teach you saxophone. You know, we have vocalists, vocal trainers, and then, of course, the string side of things, string teacher. And it's amazing, you know, if you a child taking music outside of school, that's going to make their academics just excel. It did it for me. It did it for Jay Fly. We were music majors, and we made all A's. It opens a window in your brain when you're very young that never closes, and it opens your mind to a whole bunch of stuff when you learn music. It's amazing. Yep.
And I can't wait for everybody to experience that at the concert. I'm running out of time, and I have to wrap it up. But, Ken, I want you to definitely give everybody information on how they can learn more about you and when you have concerts coming up, and how they can just find out more about you and your music.
Oh, of course. That's easy. My website, KenFord.net. That's my website. And check it out, y'all. Guess what? And I know everybody and their mama got a smartphone, okay, and mamas and daddies. Everybody got a smartphone. I have a new, and this is, oh my goodness, this is my first time publicly saying I have a phone app. I have not did a real grand opening, you know, so to speak. I hadn't even let anybody know yet. I hadn't even sent it out on my main. You are the first on your radio. You are the first on your radio show. I know to even know that I have a phone app that's out there. It's only 99 cents. I think I work 99 cents, y'all. I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So if you did it, search on your apps, you know, on your smartphone for apps, search Ken Ford, KENFORD, cool. and you can download the app, and that right there will keep you in touch with everything. So either that, go to my website. If you don't want to spend 99 cents, go to KenFord.net. Or I know I got a lot of tweeters. And I am on, right. I know I got some tweeters, and I'm on Twitter. And my Twitter handle is Ken Ford Music. And that's my Facebook as well, Ken Ford Music. And you can find out a lot about me and see pictures, see me jumping off stages and all that kind of stuff. You know how I do it.
I love it.
Right. Yeah, right. If you see my show, you see what I do on the violin. I'm not just sitting or standing there playing the violin. I'm running all over the place.
No, this man gives you a workout. Like, I don't know how he does it and stays in tune at the same time. He literally ran around my church parking lot, y'all. I don't know how he did it, but he did.
I remember that. I was all in the parking lot. I remember that.
I was like, Lord, please don't let me.
I know. Oh, trust me, it's been times when I have failed, but you know what? I fall and I get up and keep on. And I never stop playing. I'll fall. Like, People be going crazy. Oh, my God, he just fell. He's still playing. I'm like,
Ken will be on the ground like, I'm okay. Still playing. Oh, my God, Ken. Thank you so much for coming on the show this evening. We really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem. You're welcome back anytime. You know that, right?
Now I do. I know it now. Yes, indeed.
So funny. All right, everybody,
Yes.
please keep locked right here to I'm Every Woman. We got Dawn next, and she has Summer Jackson Cole of Chicago's You and Me in the Morning, and you don't want to miss that. So keep it locked right here. I'm Every Woman.